Happy Sunday, Scallywags. It is another Brazen Coalition Games stream day. Welcome. If you are on Twitch, thank you for joining us on Twitch. If you are on YouTube, thank you for joining us on YouTube, and like and subscribe because we are trying to feed the algorithm as best as we can. Today, we are joined by two wonderful friends of ours from across the pond to play some Final Fantasy Precon. Hey, Baz, how's it going? We are going to play the Final Fantasy Precons. It is Final Fantasy pre-release weekend this weekend, and I honestly am beyond excited. I can't stop talking about Final Fantasy. Martin will tell you in a minute he is fed up of listening about it. But let me introduce... with that seamless segue, let me introduce my co-host and wonderful guest for this evening. How are we doing, guys? So
doing all right.
Yeah, we are joined by Martin, aka White Tiger 89, as my wonderful co-host. How are you doing? It's been a little while since you've been aboard. I think
it's been a little while since I've been on stream.
Yeah,
mostly because the schedule's been full.
Yeah, it's been a busy couple of weeks. We've had some busy games recently, but yeah, we're glad to. Thank you so much for joining us. And rejoining us are two of my favorite friends from across the pond. We are joined by Giraffa Nat and Emarra, aka the Goddess of Blunder. How are you doing, ladies? Thank you so much for joining us.
Excellent. Thank you for having us.
Doing great. Yeah, thank you.
Right. I think, we'll do it this way because this is the way the dice rolled. Natalie, do you want to tell the folks at home who you are, what cool stuff you've got going, and then Emarra, and I'll just put your links in the chat whilst you do that.
Yeah, I'm Nat. You can find me anywhere at Giraffa Nat on the interwebs. I'm a primarily Magic the Gathering content creator and cosplayer. I now work for a cool nonprofit in the US called Magic Kids. We ship out kits of Magic the Gathering and accessories to youth programs across the country.
That's awesome.
So it's really cool. And in 2 weeks, I can't believe it's in 2 weeks, we'll be at MagicCon Vegas. So, and
that has come around quick, hasn't it? Yeah. Awesome. Emarra, what cool stuff are you doing at the moment?
Hey, what's up? I am Emarra, Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. You may have seen me cosplaying at Magic Cons. I have puppets that I roam.
So have I. Oh, that was weird.
Ambassadors for Final Fantasy. I love Final Fantasy. I'm like... I'm so happy right now. So I'm just like getting to see Magic the Gathering art in Final Fantasy in Magic the Gathering style makes me happy. And then all the old I will start gushing about Final Fantasy and what's
You're in good company, Emarra. Yesterday, Martin, Chrono, and I attempted our first sort of easy chat live podcasty episode, and Martin's now gone. It's Video Ninja being weird. Hang on a sec, folks. Yeah, and now Natalie, Video Ninja. You're all back now. Whatever the problem was, it seems to have been fixed. We've all had a momentary blink, but we attempted a tier list sort of thing, and it was meant to be 2 hours, and we got 3 hours in and only got to D in alphabetical order.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I would just not shut up.
What didn't help is there are 99 legendaries, and there's a hell of a lot to discuss about a few of them.
Yeah, genuinely thought we'd go in with this is bad, but no, there was actually some worthwhile debate. So we're going to do the second half at some point soon.
Say half, it's probably going to be like 4.
Second half. It's going to be like 3 or 4.
Quarter, yeah.
But yeah. So, folks.
It's like the galaxy, isn't it?
Yeah, right. Martin, you were much better at dice rolling today. So, do you want to introduce your commander to the folks, and then
I'm gonna blame Moxfield for me winning the die roll. So today I am playing Tidus, Yuna's Guardian. He has 2 abilities basically. The first one is why can I not remember the name of it? Forgotten Ancient. At the beginning of my except not upkeep combat. At the beginning of combat on my turn, I can move any number of counters from one permanent to another. And then whenever one or more creatures I control with counters on them, and that's any kind of counter, deals combat damage to a player, I may draw a card and proliferate, but it only happens once each turn.
Trying to make it fair and somehow still not fair.
Man, when is it fair?
Right. Well, folks, I am a happy man because I am playing Cloud X Soldier. Let me tell you, Final Fantasy VII was not only my favorite Final Fantasy game, but genuinely my favorite game growing up as a kid. And I am super excited to just, let's be fair, this is a pretty linear deck. I'm just going to play equipments, attach them to Cloud, and then beat up Martin. That's the game plan. So yeah. What else can we say about it? There are some other cool cards in this deck, and I will probably gush over them a little bit as we go on. But the game plan is very simple. Natalie, what have you brought for us today?
I am playing Y'shtola. 14 is my Final Fantasy game. I'm an MMO player, so yeah. So I'm basically gonna be hopefully casting some non-creature spells to deal some damage. I also know there's a lot of members of the Scion of the Seventh Dawn in here, so I'm excited to maybe play a few of those. Yeah. I'm just excited because it's 14.
Yeah, that's a good enough reason.
That's my favorite game.
Yeah. And last but certainly no means least, Emarra.
Hey, what is happening? I am playing. I forgot how much I love Final Fantasy VI. like Final Fantasy VIII, I've been like, yeah, Final Fantasy VIII is my favorite. And then I was sitting there sleeving this deck, and just all the memories of just silly things that happened in the story, in the game, freaking Ultros, and the opera scene, and the train, and just like, this is wonderful. Like I'll basically probably go through the deck and take everything out that's reprints and just put stuff that was in the set in the deck if it was not there.
That's probably what I'm going to do.
Usually ends up happening.
It's probably what I'm going to do with this deck. I would really want to keep it on theme, so if I'd make any upgrades, folks, it's going to be from the main set or maybe the secret layers that come out. I don't think I'm going to put anything else outside of that. I love the flavor way too much. Right.
That's like what I did with Lord of the Rings too.
Yeah.
There's enough cards to do it.
Exactly. Oh. Okay.
That's okay.
You have to justify yourself to us, Natalie. You might have to justify yourself to chat, though. Anyway.
There is protection in here.
That's something.
Yeah, no. I switched out thematically. I just changed out the job.
I'm genuinely joking. Right, Martin, do you want to take us away?
Yeah, I'm up
Hey,
first,
Strix.
So I will click some buttons rather than actually playing with cards tonight, which is weird. Start by drawing. I'm gonna drop 45 Village, which I believe is the reveal. Oh, it's reveal. Cool.
Yeah.
Reveal planes. And then everybody's gonna hate me because I've just drawn it.
Of course he has. Just drawn it, chat.
No, it was not in my opening hand.
What a top deck.
Literally, yeah. And then because I can, I'm gonna Ash Barrens.
Yeah, sure.
So feel free to carry on. I will go find an island.
I bet I'll draw a Soul Ring now, because otherwise I look like an utter hypocrite. Thank God. Right, I'm going to play with this Path of Ancestry tapped and pass to Nat.
Okay. I'm gonna play an Underground River, and I will pass.
Okay, I will draw for turn. I'm gonna play this Evolving Wilds and crack it and go find myself a mountain and pass.
Comes around quick, doesn't it?
Yep. Nothing exciting going on right here.
So
Couple of the Evolving Wilds.
The island that I just grabbed, and then I'm gonna pay to. I'm gonna go Farseek because apparently I drew all of the. But do I know what non non-basic forestry in it. By the way, I'm done at that point.
Already.
So feel free.
Let's untap and draw.
I'm going to go grab Radiant Grove.
I am going to play this Bonder's Enclave and tap 2 to cast Sid, Free Flyer Pilot. Sid! It's Sid! This is a
I was so
2/2
happy.
human warrior pilot. Equipment and vehicle spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. He has jump, so he has flying on my turn. And I can tap 2 and tap Sid to return target equipment or vehicle card from your graveyard to your hand. Spoiler alert, there's no vehicles in this deck. Pass the turn. Oh, I get a Scry, actually. I'll keep it on top.
Did they not even put an airship in there?
No airships.
Isn't Highwind in the main set?
High wind isn't actually. It's there is airships, but there's no high wind. Travesty, a travesty.
I know, right?
That's just something I can complain about to Gavin.
I'm gonna play a Dark Water Catacombs. I'm gonna go ahead and add the 2 mana to play a Talisman of Dominance.
Ooh, we're ramping.
We're ramping in Demir currently, and I'll pass.
Very Demir.
Sure. Do we want to just do that? No. Let us play this Desolate Mire. Then let us tap this mountain, tap this Desolate Mire to play a Soul Ring. And we'll use the white mana to do that. And then we will tap and use the black. And use the 2 colorless to play Shadow Mysterious Assassin. Death Touch, 3/3 Human Assassin. Whenever Shadow deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice another non-land permanent. If you do, draw 2 cards, and each opponent loses life equal to the mana value of the sacrificed permanent. So almost like a ninja, but not quite.
Almost.
Almost like Yuriko's ability. I will then pass my turn.
Alrighty.
Cool. I will untap and draw, and then what? Let's play the island that I revealed many moons ago, and let's
a plane.
the planes. Yeah, whatever. I do this all the time, you know. This.
Doesn't stop me teasing you.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this Scholar of New Horizons, brand new card. Enters with with a single +1/+1 counter, and I can tap it to remove a counter from any permanent I control. Yeah, with a single +1/+1 counter, and I permanent I control.
From there's Precon as well, isn't it? That one originally. I think. That's cool. That's a reprint.
I thought it was new here.
Yeah.
But yes, I can remove a counter from anywhere to go find a plains, and if I have fewer lands than my opponents, I get to put it on the battlefield. Otherwise, it goes to my hand. I think I will pass there.
All right. I will apparently tap Sid and then untap. Let's draw this card that I totally remembered was on the top of my deck. We are going to have... It's going to seem like I'm doing a lot, but it's actually quite a modest turn because I'm going to play this Canopy Vista. I'm going to tap this for a colorless because my equipments are reduced by 1, and I'm going to cast Hero's Blade. And then for the other one, I'm going to cast Lightning Greaves. Whilst we're open, I guess now's as good a time as any to come in with Sid. I promised I was going to hit Martin, so Martin, take 2.
How big, Sid?
2. With currently flying because
Sid
it's my...
is 2. I will happily take 2.
All right, and that is the end of my turn.
Okay. I will draw. I'm gonna play a Plains as my land for turn. And then I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna play Ishtola.
Hey.
She's gross.
Yes.
Yeah, she does a lot.
I've been replaying through Final Fantasy 14, and in the beginning, she looks like such a baby. And that's my turn. That's all I'm doing. I'll pass.
Oh, untap. We'll draw for 2. Well, that's silly. So it's almost like, okay, interesting. Okay, tap. Sorry, new card. I'm like,
No, you're fine.
Colorless. I'm gonna basically uncycle this Ash Barrens with one of my colorless manas. Go grab myself a swamp real quick. Maybe. There we go. So we'll search that, put it into my hand. Then I will play it. And we'll just play our commander. Maybe sounds good. That's what we're here to do. To commander, I shall command.
Yeah.
I shall tap 1, 2. Tap that for Orzhov, tap that for red, and I shall play Terra, Herald of Hope. Human Wizard Warrior, 3/3, has Trance. At the beginning of combat on your turn, mill 2 cards. Terra gains flying until end of turn. Whenever Terra deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2 colorless mana. When you do, return target creature card with power 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. We're going to roll around over into combat. I will mill 2 cards. I'm going to mill myself Edgar, Master Machinist, and a High Market. And those will go to the graveyard. And then, you know what? I'll be doing 3 damage. I guess that's fine. Shadow shall come at you, John. Got Death Touch, 3/3.
Yeah, I'm open. I will take the 3.
And then I am not going to actually do anything with the trigger. Because I don't really want to sack anything. And I'll pass.
And that's reasonable. I will untap and draw by the power of buttons. And let's play an overflowing basin. Jeez, names. No good with names tonight.
Words.
Yeah.
Words are hard.
Words in English specifically. And then I feel like it's time for one of my favourite protagonists of Magic, but I'm definitely with Emarra that Squall is top. I'm going to play Tidus. And then, just looking quickly around the board, yeah, there's nobody on more than me. I think, how big is... I can't.
Ishtola's a 2/4. Terra is a 3/3,
3/3.
I think.
Yeah. Yep, 3/3.
And I am open.
3/3. You are. So I'm going to send my Scholar
to
you, John.
2.
Yeah, which allows me to proliferate and draw. So I will add another counter to and draw a card from Tidus. And then I will pay 2 and cast Grateful Apparition. Because why the heck would you not?
I can think of a few reasons, but who am I?
Yeah, but you know, it's a flying blocker, which is, you know,
Alright.
kind of important right now. I am done there. Thank you very much.
Alrighty, untap. Draw for turn. I guess we'll continue with the setup train. Oh, that's an interesting. That's probably bad, actually. I'm going to play this Cinderglade, which comes in tapped, and then I am going to foretell a mysterious card. What could it be?
I love Foretell.
I don't know, but it has been foretold.
I prefer 5-tell. No, I'm not proud of that one. That was terrible. Right.
And I still laugh.
Yeah. I'm just going to pass the turn. I suppose I haven't really got anything else I can get through. Now you've all got stinky blockers.
Stinky blockers.
Stinky.
Nelly.
I'm gonna play an exotic orchard as my land for turn. And then nobody else has black. Wait,
Emarra
you have a
does.
swamp. Okay.
I do. I have a swamp
good.
and I have a deathwood knife.
Okay. Beautiful. I'm gonna tap 2 and I'm gonna play one of my favorite characters in 14, Papa Limo,
Oh, it's cutie.
little Lalafell. Whenever I cast a non-creature spell, Papa Limo deals 1 damage to each opponent and I gain a life.
Oof.
So now I'm gonna tap
Burn.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna play a Bastion of Remembrance, which is in fact a non-creature spell.
It is, and it is
So-
3 mana. So we all take 2.
It
you
is
gain
3
2.
mana. So you'll take 2 and I'll gain 2, and then from Papa Limo, you'll take 1 and I'll gain 1.
This is a problem.
Deeply
The
disliked.
worst, the worst thing is if we attack each other, it still does it.
So
too,
that's
so
the
it's
thing,
just like,
yeah.
So I get a human soldier. And then I think I'm just gonna pass my turn.
You do that.
Yeah.
That didn't
I
sound
will
suspicious
untap.
at all, but you have no open mana, so I guess that's some.
I have no open mana. Yeah.
Should never trust Esper players, though. Being an Esper player, and some days you should never trust Esper.
let's see here. Do that. This just looks like fun. So that's what we're gonna do. Tap this for 1 and 2. We'll tap this for red. This is such a pain in the butt. I hate Signet Land so much. Very well. Okay, we'll tap that. We'll use. So we have 3. We have 1 colorless floating afterwards. Well, actually, you know what? We'll use. We'll have 1 black floating instead. And we'll use that colorless from over here. And we're gonna play Mog Moogle Warrior. So
Kupo!
cute and adorable. So lifelink 1/2 Moogle Warrior has lifelink at the beginning of my end step. Each player may discard a card. Each player who discards a card this way draws a card. If a creature card was discarded this way, I create a 1/2 white Moogle creature token with lifelink. And then if a non-creature card was discarded this way, I put a +1/+1 counter on each Moogle I control. So that's pretty cool. I have 1 blank mana floating about. I don't think I'm going to use it for anything. We're going to roll on over to combat. I will have a trigger from Terra. At the beginning of combat, I will discard a Espers to Magicite and a Plains. That will go into the graveyard. She is going to gain flying until end of turn. She's got the flying, and then life gained.
Yeah.
I am going to send. Oh, that's unfortunate that I don't have enough mana. We will send Terra over at you, Nat, and then I shall send over Shadow, Mysterious Assassin, over to Martin, you will get this Death Touch 3/3. And then that will be
Such
my
a smart
combats.
play. Such a smart and wonderful play. just
Terra will deal combat damage to me.
Yay. I will do 3 damage. And Shadow, you doing anything, Shadow? Oh, Martin already took it.
Martin's muted.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, no one can hear.
I'm
what-
muted, apologies.
Oh,
And
you,
then-
Earlier, 'cause I
you
was
took it though, I think.
silencing an alarm in the background. I apologize.
No, you're
That's all good. Okay, we're gonna go to my end step. We'll roll through second main, and at the beginning of my end step, each player may discard a card. Each player, I'm going to discard a card. I do believe.
I'm gonna discard a card.
I wish to discard a card as well.
Woo. Just let me know if it is a non-creature or a creature card.
It's a creature. I'm discarding.
I will be
Heidegger.
discarding it.
Oh, wait. Okay, I will make a Moogle.
I'm going to discard a non-creature card in the form of Sungrass Prairie. I will draw in
I'm
replace.
gonna discard a contaminated aquifer.
Ooh, so you get the mogs are getting
2
hench
plus
then.
1. Dun, 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 dun. My henchmen are gonna get bigger. And then I'm gonna discard this pitiless plunder.
I wonder if their voice gets deeper the more hench you get. So they'll be like, Kupo.
Probably. Kupo. They just keep getting bigger. Kupo, Kupo, Kupo.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
So then I'm going to put 2+1/+1 counters on my Moogles, and I will pass my turn.
Cool,
Alright.
and I shall untap and draw. Okay. So, main phase, I am going to play Prairie Stream, enters untapped because I do in fact control 2 basics, and only 2 basics, which is always scary. I'm then going to go to combat, and I'm going to move 1 counter from the Scholar of New Horizons onto Grateful Apparition.
Seems pretty good.
And then it's a shame that Mog is huge now, though. That's the only problem. So one or more. Oh, it doesn't matter. Tidus only triggers once per turn, regardless of how many people I hit. So
Yeah.
let's send the Grateful Apparition over at Nat because 40 life is a lot, and I believe there's no flyers over there.
I have no flyers, so that's
Cool. So that's 2.
Okay.
2, and I get double proliferate trigger because 1 from the apparition, 1 from Tidus, and a draw.
I just wonder why Grateful Apparition doesn't get used more.
It's a good card.
And then
Yeah.
put
2
2
mana.
on that. It is a good card, but white. Well, yeah. Usually it's blue. You're playing counters in, so you can
Yeah.
have.
Unless you're
but-
going Cather's Crusade.
Yeah.
It's the most countery card ever.
Yeah. Drumming Bird tends to be your attacking proliferator. I mean, they're the same card. One's white, one's blue. What is this? Oh, that's interesting. I think I may have to play this. So we shall tap this for white, planes for white, and 2 colorless. Summon Yojimbo.
Yojimbo!
First summon spell. Woo!
First summon, it immediately goes to chapter 1. Exile target artifact, enchantment, or creature, or tapped creature an opponent controls. I'm going to get rid of that Bastion of Remembrance before it causes us too many problems.
no.
Yes.
Marcy, you don't know how funny that is.
And with that, what, getting rid of Bastion of
Yeah,
Remembrance?
you'll become a parent.
Oh, he's 5/5.
Cool. And then with that, I shall pass my turn.
All right. Right, I'm going to untap and then draw for turn. Play this bushland as my land for turn. And then we're going to tap 2 white. One of my favorite parts of Final Fantasy is the raid on Midgar when Diamond Weapon vanquishes the Horde. This spell costs 1 less to cast for each creature on the battlefield. Destroy all creatures. Get you.
Destroy all creatures.
Destroy all creatures.
Then I wish to respond,
Sure.
but I'm not next in turn order, so
I have no response.
No one else has mana.
No response.
Oh, cool.
I have a swamp.
I'm going to pay 2 and cast Protection Magic.
Ah, Martin.
I like
So
that spell.
brutal. It
Well,
was your
I
stuff I
thought
wanted to
that
get
was
rid of the
three.
most.
Up to 3 target
Dead.
creatures. I will choose Grateful Apparition, Tidus, and my summon.
Sure.
So the only thing that dies is the Scholar.
So sad.
Well, that didn't go to plan. I'm gonna tap to cast Professor Hojo. The first activated
My murder
ability.
didn't work.
Yeah. Murder scientist, Professor Hojo. The first activated ability you activate during your turn that targets a creature I control costs 2 less to cast, and whenever 1 or more creatures you control become the target of an activated ability, draw a card. I guess we move over to a Lightning Grease for free to draw a card. And I will pass.
Okay.
Oh, that backfired.
I tried.
I tried, but Yojimbo is a problem with Tidus because he can continually exile stuff.
No.
You can
'cause I can't
move the
take counters
counter.
off. Oh, yeah.
You
I
can.
I can move.
You can.
Yeah.
You
I can move a wall counter elsewhere.
Uh,
That's going to be
Yeah.
disgusting.
So-
I'll play a command tower.
Which is why I bought white. It didn't work.
You shouldn't have told me that because I forgot that you said any kind of counter.
2, 3, 4. I'm gonna play Hermes, Overseer. of
Hermes!
Elves.
Wait,
So
I didn't
whenever
realize we were in Greece.
I cast a non-creature spell, create a 1/1 blue bird creature token with flying and vigilance.
Yeah, it's I've forgotten that card's name.
I feel
But the
I've
one that
seen
does
that
this.
before.
What is that card's name? It's blue
Oh.
that makes
What?
Murmuring Mystic.
No.
That's it.
I mean, Talran makes drakes, but
it makes drakes, yeah.
Yeah.
There's the Mystic Murmur or Murmuring
Murmuring
Mystic.
Mystic.
Yeah. I'm gonna Ash Barrens, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty.
I will untap.
Just grab.
I'll draw for turn. Interesting. Those are things we could do. I don't think so. I think we're just gonna bring back our commander. We'll tap that to make orders off. Tap all this. So what are we making? 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah. And we'll bring Terra back out. We'll go to combat. We will mill 2 at the beginning of my combat. That's going to be a Talisman of Indulgence. I love this Talisman of Indulgence with Kafka.
Mm.
And the Falcon, Airship Restored. Those will go into my graveyard. And then I will pass my turn.
Alrighty.
Okay, I will untap and draw. Interesting. And we shall put a counter on to Yojimbo. Until my next turn, creatures can't attack me unless their controller pays 2 for each of those creatures. So, is there anything I want to do with the cards in hand? No, there isn't. So, I'm going straight to combat.
Straight to
And-
Pound Town.
Yeah, straight to the punchy place. John.
Yeah, who could have seen this coming? 5?
I have a
Is it
feeling.
5?
Yeah. No, it's 4.
4. Oh, right.
Well,
I thought
I'm not
Yojimbo
sure
was coming
for
my way.
you.
Oh yeah, Yojimbo can go too. I didn't miss that bit. Yojimbo.
Yes, these are non-intuitive, as we talked about yesterday,
It's
right?
not. Yeah, I saw it. I still saw it as an enchantment and not as a creature. Forgetting that it's actually a creature. But it has vigilance as well. So yeah,
got
it
to
should
be.
be going forwards. So I will send Yojimbo at Emarra.
I will take it.
Enthusiastically.
Yeah,
I shall accept the summoning spell.
I shall proliferate twice, but I will only choose to proliferate Grateful Apparition twice. So he is now a
So
6/6.
big. That's not an apparition anymore. That's a
No, it's not.
brick wall.
It is a brick wall. And I feel like that's a little bit late, but sure, we'll play it anyway. One green, blue, and something for Bread for the Hunt. It's a bit late now, isn't it? After I've already attacked, but yes. Whenever a creature with a +1/+1 counter on it deals damage to a player, I may draw a card.
What's that got to do with bread?
Exactly.
Right.
Anyway, with that done, with that played out, I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap these and draw for turn.
Untapsy mapsy.
Cards in hands, folks. Cards in hands.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3.
3. Would you like
4.
to be my friend, Natalie?
Yes!
There's somebody going on a secret
We're
rendezvous.
going on a secret rendezvous.
Ooh.
We'll draw 3 cards.
Ooh.
Just don't tell the others.
Ooh, secret.
It's a secret. Draw 3. And then I'm going to play this Clifftop Retreat, which will come in untapped. I have mountains and plains now.
Did the stream go down?
No?
It went down earlier, yes.
Did it?
Yeah.
When?
Like 2 minutes after we started playing.
Oh, right. It didn't show anything on OBS. That was weird.
No, it might have been restreamed that.
Oh, maybe. We'll find out. Right, okay. What to do? Okay, I am just going to pass the turn. I know I stumbled for lots on that, but I think, yeah, I haven't really got anything worth playing yet, so pass.
Okay. I'm gonna play a Temple of the False God as my land for turn. And then I will pay 1, 2, 3. No, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Replay.
She's
Y'shtola. She's back.
Back again.
She's back.
And then I'm going to attempt
Oh.
to pay 2 and tap down 2 creatures to convoke. Lethal Scheme.
Yeah.
Going for the Grateful Apparition.
Is it just a straight up?
It
What?
destroys it.
Destroys it.
I have a better idea. If you'd be open for it. If you target Yojimbo, I can get rid of the apparition. Like now.
Okay, sure.
Sure. So in response to that, I would like to tap 1 and a white to play Cloud's Limit Break with destroy target tapped creature targeting the Grateful Apparition.
You're not having my apparition. I wish to make you an offer you can't refuse.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I can't
All the
refuse
responses up there.
it. I can't refuse it. I'll make some treasure.
But I will allow your Jimbo to cease to exist.
Okay. These two creatures are going to connive. So I will discard an Archaeomancer's map.
Okay.
That's a good reprint.
This is a good reprint. It's got really sick art too. I really like it.
I do like the portal art. Or black hole.
I will discard. I discard lease. So they're each gonna get a 1/1 counter. And then I did cast a non-creature spell. Yes, so you each should lose 2, and I gain 2.
And a burb.
And
I make a burb.
The happy flappy chappy.
And that's my turn. Pass.
Tap. Draw for 10. Interesting. That's silly. Okay. Damn it. I want to do both those things, but we're not going to, so I guess we're going to tap. May as well do that afterwards. Yes. Okay. I'm just talking to myself, talking through my plan. I'm going to go to combat, and we're going to mill 2 cards. Mill a Interceptor Shadow's Hound and a Sabin Master Monk. And then I'm going to gain flying until end of turn. Woo! Got the flying. We are going to go to combat. And we are going to swing. Matt, you're back up to 40. What is that? Alright, you got a flying blocker too? Ugh, I hate it. Martin, I'm coming at you with Terra, Herald of Hope.
How much am I taking?
3/3 with flying.
Okay, then 3 it is.
When I hit you, I am going to use my Soul Ring to pay 2. When I do, I can return a creature card with power 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield tapped. I'm going to return myself. Mog, Moogle Warrior, kill my Moogle. That's all I want to do is cast Chocobos and Moogles.
It wasn't what I was after. It's an apparition that is getting totally out of hand.
Let's see here. Let us go to second main. We're gonna tap 1.
John, you need to make 2 treasures.
I've got them.
That's okay.
I got him.
That's okay.
1, 2, 3. I'm gonna play Laughing Mad. As an additional cost, I have to discard a card. Yeah, it is.
Very important for EDH.
We're gonna get rid of the get rid of those. I guess we'll get rid of this Flare of the Hatebound. And it has flashback, so it can cast that. is important. And then, yay, we finally got a land. That's what we were digging for. Fury Girl. I'm not going to reveal anything. As I told you, I don't have any other lands. And it'll come into play tapped. And then we will go to the end step, or the Moogle step.
The Moogle step. Kupo step.
Would you like to discard and draw a card, or would you like me to...
I wish to not partake in this round of discarding and drawing.
I don't know. No, I think I also will not partake.
Okay.
It's a tough choice.
I know.
It is.
Ask me next turn.
I am gonna partake.
Okay.
I'm discarding a land.
Okay. So I will create myself. What is it?
You get +1/+1.
Moogle. Oh yeah, +1/+1. So Mog will become a little bit more powerful.
Breaker.
And then I will pass my turn after that.
Cool.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to discard. I may as well. I'm going to get rid of Emarra, Raging Yeti, so I can create a Moogle.
Show off a card in my hand. Whoops. Forget that I've got preview turn on. Whoops. I am going to move a counter from the Grateful Apparition to Tidus. And then, because I'm gonna have to leave, I have to leave myself open at this point, which is really sad. I don't want to, but I need to draw cards. So, John, still lacking in the Flyers department.
I feel like you are being very biased towards the otherwise aerially challenged.
Well, no, because there are other aerially challenged players that are currently tapped out, so therefore I have other options for those.
I do not have any Flyers.
No, okay. Grateful Apparition's coming at you for 5. Tidus Emarra is coming at you for 4.
Okay. I will take the 4. Oh no! If I take the 4 though, then Shtola goes off. Crap.
Ishtola already goes off because I just
okay. I'll take the 4.
Okay. It's gonna happen, unfortunately.
I'll get double proliferate, so I'll take 2 counters on
total,
both. And I will draw 3 cards. 1 from Tidus, 2 from Bread for the Hud. 1, 2, 3. I did not realize that was in here.
That's gross.
That is disgusting. And I love it.
Is it Walking Ballista?
No, I knew that was in here because there have
put-
been so many things.
Accidental infinite combo in the Precon.
I know,
That's
right?
work
I'm
one C.
gonna play my land. I haven't played that yet. I'm gonna play Path of Ancestry tapped. Let's drop.
Spell table is crazy today. This is
You know
showing
what?
me craziest things.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inexorable Tide.
Inexorable Tide.
Ooh.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I know, right?
Kill Martin.
Yeah. I mean, I am wide open. I have no blockers. There's nothing I can do to stop the attack. And then I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to cast a Arcane Signet.
Okay.
Because proliferate. Just looking around at other counters that are on the board, they're only on Ishtola and the weird Birdman.
Yes.
So, no.
Hey, I do have a +1/+1
Me's Martin.
counter.
And Moogles.
Oh, and the
My
Moogle.
Moogle and my Mog have a +1/+1 counter.
Yeah. Oh, is it each Moogle gets a +1?
Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty good.
That's big. That's huge. Anyway, no. I will pass the turn.
All right.
And step I draw.
Yes.
I am going to draw for turn. I'm going to play this Some Petal Grove as land for turn. It does enter untapped. I'm going to tap 3 manas to play Champion's Helm. And then we came to do a thing, so we're gonna do the thing. To tap 3, I'll use my treasures, and now
Cloud finally.
here he comes. Whoa, here he comes. I'm gonna play Cloud. On ETB, I have 2 triggers. Cloud is gonna equip himself with Champion's Helm, and Hero's Blade will see that Cloud is a legendary creature and also equip.
He's so good in dog meat.
Target of an activate, so I have to activate to draw a card. Okay, so we are in fact going to briefly move the Lightning Grease to Cloud to draw a card, and then move them back to Hojo to keep the weirdo protected. And then we're moving in is what we're doing. Cloud is going to come in at Martirino.
Yo.
So Cloud is currently a 4, 5, 6, and 9, 8.
Yep.
So I'm going to draw a card and make 2 treasures.
Taking 9.
Oof.
Cloud got big quick.
Yeah.
And
Cloud is
I'm
dangerous.
down to 18.
I am 1 mana short for that. That's a little sad. I guess that's it then. I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Oh, I needed to draw.
I also think Plinker said that she is grossed out that Hojo is in this deck. I feel it's weird that Hojo is green.
Yeah.
He should be mono black. I know he doesn't fit into the deck then, but
No.
he definitely should not be green. Blue at a push for being a scientist.
He'd be Simic because he's a
Or Demir,
geneticist,
because he's
isn't he?
really manipulative.
yeah, but he's a geneticist, isn't he? First and foremost, so
Yeah, but either way, mono
yeah,
green,
it's true.
not mono green, because
I
he
know.
gives 0 goose egg craps about the planet.
Okay. We are going to start reassembling the Scion. Unfortunately, Papalimo's gone, but
It's probably a good
3,
thing.
Hello, feline.
3, 4. That's fine. I'm gonna play Alpha No. Partners with Alice.
Okay.
Thank you. This is Barbie. She lives in the office. She just hangs out in here. She's like, "Why are you on my bed playing with these squares? I don't appreciate this." Yeah, you just want to mess with the dice.
Let's
Come over here.
look at a putty.
The cat just plonking itself down on that soul ring.
Yep. It's like, you don't need this.
No, you don't need a soul ring. Who needs soul ring?
She's like, "You're tapped out. You can't do anything this turn.
Exactly.
You got no free spells."
Okay, so now I'm going to tap 1, 2, actually 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna play Alize. I will draw a card. No non-creature spells, but
Yeah, you've assembled a few creatures there.
we have
so it's
the.
not
We've
creature
got
heavy
this.
deck.
We're assembling the Scion.
So, we all know that cats are very much a case of if I fit, I sit.
Yep.
And from all of the cats that I've known, nearly every owner of cats has some sort of ring-shaped object for them to sit inside of. Therefore, soul ring is perfect.
And
I think we should change your name of Soul Ring to Mana Donut.
Yes.
Man,
And there was much rejoicing.
how big is your untapped creature, John?
2, just a 2/2.
Just a 2/2.
Yeah. That has Shroud. I don't know if that matters, but
I'm gonna send Tola at you. She's a 3/5.
a 3/5.
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. And that's it. That's my turn. I pass.
I'm gonna take my turn.
After the cards I gave you to despicable.
Go get the dice. Go get dice. You love getting. Oh no! Did you just?
All over the floor.
Damn it! Cheating. There, I put it back exactly.
Oh.
It fell.
Oh, knocked the deck over. Oh no.
Oh no, Judge!
There we go. It went right back to the way it was. I'm
Oh,
gonna find cards like a
This
week
is-
from now. And be like, ah.
Plink, total player kill for Terra's party. Yeah, that's how he works now.
We are gonna draw for turn. We are going to. That's cool. I don't want to do that. Yeah, let's do that. We are gonna tap this for black. We're gonna tap this for that. We're going to have one white floating. I'm gonna play Stitch Together. I'm gonna return target creature
I
card
love
from my
Stitch
graveyard
Together.
to my hand. But
You've got
Threshold.
Threshold.
return a card from your graveyard to the battlefield instead if you have 7 or more cards. And you know who has more than 7 or more cards in the graveyard? It's me.
You do. This is very true.
Nice.
So, I'm glad they reprinted Stitch Together. It has some weird art, the original.
Yeah, I've got it. It's weird. It's so weird.
Yamaru, the Raging Yeti. I got another Yeti. I'm so excited. Yeti Berserker. I got so many cool things for my Kindred decks in this Final Fantasy set, so I've just been upgrading things, all sorts of things. But anyway, trample 6/6. At the beginning of combat on my turn, I'm going to choose one at random. Other creatures I control get +3/+0 and have trample until end of turn. Discard your hand and then draw 4 cards, or Yamaru deals 5 damage to any target. So I'll just roll a d6 at the beginning of
It's
combat.
random. Oh,
Yeah,
That's,
so it'd be,
I mean,
yeah.
he is a berserking Yeti. That makes
It's-
perfect sense. Just
see what
rage.
happens. So I guess I'm gonna do 1-2 is the
top
and
1,
just
3,
go
4
down.
next,
Yeah.
5, 6 next. Yeah.
Yep. So we'll go to combat. We'll have Tara do her thing first. She is going to mill 2 cards. She's gonna be a Geothermal Bog and a Nomad's Outpost, and then we will get flying until end of turn. And then we will roll a die and see what Yamaru decides to do to us. 6. I'm going to deal 5 damage to any target. Nat, I'm sorry. Your commander. You're gaining too much life. I was hoping for trample. I was in 3/3 +3/+0. We're going to go to combat. Still have birds over there. Blast you, burbs. Let us go. Tara is going to. You're both at 18. Okay. I guess I do have to send Tara over to you, Nat. And
I don't have the big creatures though. I just want to point out.
You have the
I know.
most life, though.
You have a lot of life.
I
is
do
what
have
the
a lot of
problem.
life. Yes.
Yeah, that
but-
bird is in my way. Blast you, burb. I just
Um,
want to. My main thing is I just want to kill that bird.
So Tara's coming at me.
Yeah.
I'm just taking it.
Okay. And then I will pay 2 then.
There's an 8/8 flyer that I'd much rather block than the.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
crap. I forgot about that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said my creatures are tiny.
I forgot
Honestly,
about that thing.
That apparition has got out of hand very quickly.
The thing we tried to remove. Yeah.
We've tried
that thing.
so hard
That
to kill
thing.
this blast. Spirit.
Twice.
3 times because I did the bold wipe.
Yeah.
That's twice.
Oh yeah, because you was your Jimbo the second one. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
need to kill that thing.
What are we bringing back?
It'd be hilarious now if next turn I drew a Thrumming Burst.
Shadow back.
It'd be very sad for me. I don't even think that's in the deck. Actually,
No, it probably isn't, but it should be.
So
It'd be
I'm gonna
really
bring
hard
Shadow
to make a Phyrexian in that. I think.
Let us go
Yeah.
to my end step, or the Moogle step. Would anybody like to discard anything?
I will discard a Radiant Grove.
No, thank you.
Okay. Radiant Grove. So I will.
I am also not discarding.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Kupo. And then I'm going to discard this Legion to Ashes. And I will get another non-creature spell. Oh, yeah. Okay, get +1/+1. Boop. And boop, boop, boop. I will then pass my turn.
Cool. I will untap and draw.
Buckle in.
I too shall play a Temple of the False Gods. And frankly, playing this land actually makes me feel ill. I don't like Temple of the False Gods.
I'm glad.
All.
I'm glad it makes you feel bad. It's so
It
spiteful.
pays my commander tag, so at least
Yeah.
once.
It does, but if you see it as one of the first 4 lands you play, it just feels bad.
Yeah.
That's why I tend to not play it. I think a basic land in most scenarios is probably as good. What do I do? I can't afford to keep going to combat willy-nilly, is how this is going down. Because another hit from Cloud and actually, to be fair, if John gets 1 more equipment on Cloud, I'm probably dead. So I need blockers.
I don't have any equipment in hand, so I'd have to
Yeah, that's the
find
that's the other
something.
thing. So, I think
Also has indestructible, no hexproof currently.
Oh, that does work. Interesting. I can do that. So,
What you got?
I suppose, do I want to? That's the question. It's something I can do, but is it something I want to do? Yes, it is. Do you know what? Let's Vow of Loyalty.
Vow of Loyalty.
Yes, each player chooses a creature and puts a vow counter on it. That creature cannot attack me or a planeswalker I control for as long as it has that vow counter on it. Sacrifice the rest.
Yep. Moogles, you're just not good. Not long for this world.
I'm going to sacrifice Cloud and leave him in the graveyard.
I'm gonna put a shield counter on. I'm gonna use the shield counter because Moxfield lacks the ability to do many kinds of counters. I'm gonna choose the Grateful Apparition, have Tidus go back to the command zone.
This counter will resemble the Vow counter that Hojo has got to not attack the clear villain.
Proliferate because of inexorable Tidus.
Please, shh. Be cool.
Concerned, yes, very concerned. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Sorry, can't count. 3, 4, and 5, and I shall recast Tidus. And I shall scry 1.
Ha 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 ha.
That can stay on top. Get back on top there. Everybody
Chew
saw
on
that.
snow.
I can stay on top. Go back. Then I shall go to combat. I shall. Oh, I cast a spell. I'm going to proliferate.
Why has Automod said a coward is a bad word? You're weird.
I'm then going to use Tidus' ability to remove a counter and put 1 on himself.
It's rude
So he's
to
got
cow.
1. And then I shall send the Grateful Apparition. 9 damage. 9's a lot, but you've got to burb.
Oh, no, I don't. It's dead.
Oh, it's dead. Yay. Send 9 damage at you then, Nat.
Okay.
And again,
what it's Blink.
double proliferate. 1 from the apparition hitting, 1 from Tidus. And draw a card. And draw a card from Bread for the Hunt. I forgot that as well. Cool. I am done because I have 2 colorless mana open.
All right. We're gonna untap. Draw for turn. Gonna play this mountain as land for turn, and then I just need to count my mana really quick. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 whole mana. We are going to tap 3 for Behemoth Sledge. And then we are going to tap 5 mana to play Unfinished Business. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, then return up to 2 target aura and/or equipment cards from your graveyard to the battlefield attached to that creature.
Nice.
There are no equipments in there, so Cloud will just come back. Same thing will happen as before. Cloud will attach Champion's Helm, and Hero Blade will see that it's a legendary creature, so I will attach it onto it. And then I will use 1 mana, because it's reduced by 2 through Hojo, to attach Behemoth Sledge to Cloud.
Yeah.
I'll draw a card.
How big is Cloud?
Cloud is a henchman. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is. And then that's 5.
He's not. He's the main character.
7.
But sure.
He is an 11 something.
11 something. What is the something? That's
10.
important.
11 10. 11
Oof,
10.
Okay.
11 10 with Trample and Lifelink.
Oh my word.
Yeah. Sorry, Martin.
Yeah.
You've got a lot going on there.
You made the promise. I'm going to block 6 of the 11 damage and take 5.
Okay. I'll make another 2 treasures and I'll draw a card. So
What's making you the treasures?
Cloud, because his power is 7 or more.
Oh, yeah, of course. Right, taking 5.
They're like, here, he does more things.
And then I'm going to gain 11 life, going up to 29.
I am on 14 commander damage from Cloud.
Nothing to worry about.
Never anything to worry about.
Perfectly safe.
Mm-hmm. Never any doubt.
Just doing some thinkies. I think we're good, actually, there. I think I'm just going to P the T.
Okay.
I'm sure we spoke about this, John. Stop drinking so much tea.
Nope. I am British. It's what we're known for.
I'm gonna
That's what
play
happened.
a Choke Estuary, revealing an island.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes in untapped. I'm gonna tap 3. And I'm gonna play Ninja's Blades.
Hey, but you got the thing.
The thing I cheated in. I'm gonna make a hero.
I need a hero.
And then I think actually
which means you're going to be tired tomorrow. Don't come crying to me. Okay. But I don't really have a choice.
I'm actually just gonna Wait. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass my turn.
Untap. Draw for 10.
You've just got a job for me.
That's interesting.
You've got many jobs for me that you don't want to do. Nothing. Can't do.
Let us tap. Actually, let's tap
I have
1,
so many.
2 to tap that. Tap that. I'm gonna summon something. I'm gonna summon Esper Valagard Monanda.
But you can't say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, you get one time, and I'm never saying it again.
It will be this guy forever on.
This is now just Val. It is a flying hasty 3/3 Saga Drake. Its first thing when it comes in, I'm going to exile an instant or sorcery card from each graveyard. So I don't know what everybody has in instant and sorcery wise.
I've got Unfinished Business, Cloud's Limit Break, Secret Rendezvous, Vanquish the Horde, in my graveyard.
I would. What is your unfinished business?
Yeah.
Fast. Mine is Farseek, Protection Magic, and an offer you cannot refuse.
Protection magic.
Cool. Exiled.
Yep.
Done.
I'm actually. Hold on.
Oh, Promise of
What
Loyalty
all
as well.
is equipped to Cloud?
I've got Champion's Helm, giving it Hexproof, Hero's Bleed, and Behemoth Sledge.
Yeah, you can take Lethal Scheme.
Okay. I'm gonna get rid of Stitch Together. These are going to exile. I will be able to cast any of these spells during my other turns once these lore counters go to 2, 3, and 4.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then I can use any mana to cast it too, and it gives me mana, so it's like that's pretty cool. We're gonna go to combat. We're gonna mill to Barbie. You are something. We're gonna get rid of the Knight's Whisper and a Rugged Prairie. She loves this dice bagos over here. Like, she throws dice all over the floor.
She's trying to tap your lands for you.
She's like, tap this, you need this. We're gonna gain flying until end of turn, and we have a John problem now, so I'm gonna send over Tara over to John. You know what? I have haste too, so you know what? I'm gonna send Esper over there too. So
Esper. Does that have trample?
It has flying and haste.
Flying in haste. How big?
It's a 3/3 and another 3/3.
I will take for 6, getting to 23.
That is highly satisfying listening to Barbie roll that dice around.
She loves it, and she'll like pick them up in her mouth and then just throw them on the floor and then just look at me like, "Yeah, what are you gonna do about it?"
Oh, reverse fetch. Human,
like,
fetch
this. You know what? I'm gonna break Mog. Move over.
Hey.
Mog is back.
Nobody can kill Mog. Back. We're gonna go to my end step. Would anybody like to discard and draw?
I'll discard Barrett Wallace.
Okay, that is
I'm gonna throw away a Forge of Heroes.
Okay. +1/+1 counters.
I'll discard an island.
Okay, so I'll get 2 +1/+1 counters. And that will actually, am I gonna discard something? No, I'm not going to discard anything. I will.
I've got a thing. Before you pass the turn, I'm going to try and do something we've been trying to do this entire game. I'm going to try and dispatch the Grateful Apparition.
And what does dispatch do?
It's tap target creature, but if you control 3 or more artifacts, which I do, exile that creature.
It's gone. It's dead.
Oh, the
Finally got there.
It only took 4 attempts.
Only 4.
That has put in work, though.
Really has.
Anyway,
I'll pass over to you.
Emarra?
Oh, yep, I'll pass over to you.
Why wasn't that here earlier? That is absolutely bonkers card. Why is it here? I mean, I'm gonna. Okay, let's do this in the right order. So, 1, 2, blue, green, and blue. Fathom Mage. Nothing to proliferate. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. I do have enough. Okay, so 1, 2. There's my blue and green. There's my white. So that's 4, 5, 6, and 7 for Tidus again.
No.
And then Father Mage evolves as Tidus enters. I miss another proliferate trigger because I've got no counters. So Father Mage evolves.
Does that saga do anything when you put counters on it?
Which saga? Oh,
Mara's.
Mine, yeah. I get to cast those cards.
Yeah, but only on your turn, correct?
Yeah.
Or is it?
You may cast instants and sorceries, exile this with this saga, and mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell.
No. So yeah, if I put counters on that saga, it lets her cast those spells quicker.
Right. Don't do that then.
No, exactly.
I mean, if you want to.
That's interesting. Oh, that's an interesting card. I like that. Haven't played a land for turn. Need to do that. Need to fix that mistake straight away. Let's play this Canopy Vista. Can go on this end. Down a bit, thank you. And I can't attack because everything's entered the battlefield this turn, so unfortunately, I say go.
All right. We will.
Oh, actually, can I quickly jump through combat and move the counter from the Fathom Mage?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. And because the Fathom Mage can generate its own counters.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Cool. Right. I will untap. No upkeep. Draw for turn. I'm going to play this Sungrass Prairie as my land for turn. We'll tap 2 for Bugenhagen, Wise Elder. This is 1/3 with beginning of your upkeep. If you control a creature with power 7 or greater, I draw a card, and he's also a mana dork. And then we will tap 5 for Bronze Guardian. This is a star 5 double striker with Ward 2. Other artifacts you control have Ward 2, and this power is equal to the number of artifacts you control. So currently a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with double strike.
Yep.
Combat. Well, before combat, actually, I am going to move over the Lightning Greaves to the Bronze Guardian, triggering Professor Hojo to draw a card. Okay, now combat. Martin, you are a sneeze away from death. So
I am a cloud away from death as well. What I'm hearing.
Yeah. But you also have the Unoxable Tide. But I don't want to just punish you for that necessarily. So
I don't know. It feels deserved at this point. I have done everything this deck wants to do besides going infinite with Walking Ballista.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you've talked me into it. That wasn't hard.
I know it wasn't a difficult thing to do.
Punch me in the face.
So Emarra,
hit me as hard as you can.
Emarra, I'm going to come at you with a Bronze Guardian, and I will come at you with Cloud, Martin.
Who punches somebody in the ear?
I mean, I'm just going to sit here and salute because there's no way I can block enough damage to stop it.
Right, so I'm going to gain 11
I'm
life
dead.
from that.
How much will I get hit for?
You're getting hit for
Oh, actually, hang on. How big is he? He's 14, isn't he?
11.
11. Oh, I could survive, but is it worth it? No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I'll get to 34
It
life.
will leave me on nothing. I am done.
How much is the Guardian?
Is this an attack or it's an attack trigger? So actually, I'm going to get extra treasure and draw a card. So Bronze Guardian is a 1, 2, 3, 4. is a 10-5 double striker.
Oh my god, I hate it.
Yeah.
I guess I'll block with my Moogle.
The Moogle's
That
dying.
poor Moogle.
My Moogle will take
the token.
absorb 4 of this damage.
Okay, cool.
So I will take 16.
It doesn't have trample, just double strike.
Oh, okay.
You're okay, don't worry.
Okay, excellent.
It's not that bad. Still pretty bad, but it's not
Yeah,
bad.
and then I'll gain 3 from my lifelink on my Moogle.
Okay,
so.
I'm going to pass the turn.
Yeah, Tidus definitely threw his blitzball far too close to the sun.
Okay.
Cool. Dead.
I'll play an island for turn. Okay. I'll tap 2. I'm gonna play a hypnotic sprite.
Okay.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 less because of Alice. Y'shtola's back.
Guess who's back? Back again. Did Restream drop again? Because I just got the notification that we were live again.
Yeah, it did. 4 minutes ago.
What's going on, Restream?
I have no idea.
I think that's all I can do, so I will pass.
Did it drop a lock link? Was it gone for a while, or was it just like a...
Right now is the broadcast I was watching ended. That happened just a second ago on my end.
Something must be going on with Restream, because everything's fine on my end.
I'm gonna play a mountain.
Oh, it was apparently down a couple of minutes.
You know what? Let's just
So
do this, I guess. That's interesting.
yeah, there goes Stream Elements telling you it's live again.
4, make 7.
No, Plink, it definitely wasn't you. 'cause
It wasn't
the-
you. It's either Twitch, actually. I think it might actually just be Twitch, because YouTube has not dropped yet. So rather than it being Restream, it's probably something on Twitch's end. So
Yes.
sorry, Twitchers.
Yeah, because the stream session says it's only been up for 5 minutes, and that's on the moderator dashboard. So
And this, okay, there we go.
I know,
Tab
boo.
4. I'm gonna play a Celeste Ruin Knight. When it enters, I'm gonna discard any number of cards and then draw that many cards plus 1. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control enter, if 1 or more of them was entered from the graveyard or was cast from a graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. I'm gonna discard Go-Go and Sigfrid, Famed Swordsman, and then I'm gonna draw 3 cards. 1, 2, and 3. There's all my lands, apparently. Let's
you
go
found
to
them.
combat. I did find them. They were just... Oh, you know what? I forgot. This goes to a second part of this. So I will gain 1 red mana for each lore counter on this saga. I can cast instants and sorceries that are exiled with it, and I can use the mana as spend it as any color to cast those spells. I'm gonna use that 2 red mana to cast Stitch Together again, which will let me return a creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield. I am going to return Sigrid, the Famed Swordsman. Human Warrior Rogue 2/2 has Menace. When it enters, I mill 3 cards and put an X +1/+1 counters on Sigrid equal to the X is twice the number of creature cards in my graveyard, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 18 +1/+1 counters on Siegfried, which is silly.
It is silly. That'd be a thing that you've done.
It's just done it again.
Oh, you kidding? Really?
No.
Oh, you know what?
Again,
I forgot I
yeah.
do have to mill 3 cards before I do that. So I will mill a Battlefield Forge, Plains, and a Bedevil. And then, whenever one or more creatures I control enter, if one or more of them is cast from a graveyard, I will get to put +1/+1 counters on things. So I will put a +1/+1 counter on each of my creatures. Siegfried will have 17 +1/+1. Well, he will not see it himself, so he will have 16. Moogle, you get 1. You also get 1, which is my saga has more. Barbie, yeah, I know. I love you. Thank you. I love you so much. I don't need you right now. Just all those dice. Shit's like, aha! I'm gonna break everything then. There we go. Okay, we're gonna also go to combat now. At the beginning of combat, I'm gonna mill 2 cards and gain flying with Terra. I'm gonna get rid of Bannon, leaders, returners, leader, and a mountain. Those will go into my graveyard. She will gain flying. And then we will go to combat. John, what are you doing over there? Got lots of stuff happening.
I
don't
do
like
have
it.
a Reacher, by the way.
You do have a Reacher. How big is your Reacher? Just a
1/3.
Just a 1/3.
Would you be up an elderly man?
I think this elderly man is about to get punched. How big is Hojo?
A 2/2.
Okay, I'm coming at you with Mog, Moogle Warrior, this 4/4 flyer, and this other 4/4 flyer.
All right, before we move to blocks, I'm going to cast for 5 mana. I'll use my
Oh no, not the Foretell!
my foretell card, Livestream's Blessing. Draw X cards where X is the greatest power among creatures you controlled as you cast this spell. If this spell was cast from exile, you gain twice X life, which is 11. So I'm going to gain 22 life.
Oh my god.
Gain to 56.
I hate it.
And then I'm going to draw 11 cards.
Oh,
Making my
no.
attack not feel great.
9, 10, 11. What did I get? Anything good? That's pretty good, but it doesn't really do anything right now. So I guess I just take the damage. How much are we taking?
You are taking a total of 4, 8, 12.
12. How big is Terra, sorry. How big is Terra?
Terra is a 4/4 with flying.
4/4. I've taken 3 already. Maybe I think Bugenhagen does block Terra.
Okay.
And I think I will take the rest. I will take the rest. So how much is that? I was 12, so I take 8.
Yep, just
Get
8. And then I will
Get to 48.
I will go to 31. And then still have 2 mana now because things didn't go the way we planned.
Yeah, sorry about that. Not that sorry.
Things
but
didn't work.
sorry.
Blast your foretelling of things. I don't think I played a land for the turn, so I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to play this Shadow Blood Ridge. I don't think we're going to do anything else. We're going to go to the Moogle step. If anybody would like to discard anything. I am going to get rid of this Foreboding Ruins. Anybody else want to discard?
I'll discard a Jungle Shrine.
Okay.
I'd love to, but I'm no longer in the game to discard. Sorry.
I'm gonna discard this Evolving Wilds.
Okay. So I will put 3+1/+1 counters on my Moogles, which is just Mog. And then I am down to 1 card and 3 mana, and I'm passing my turn.
Okay. We're going to untap these cards. We're going to draw this card. Let's play a command tower as land for turn. Right, what life are you guys on?
I am at 31.
28.
28. We are going to tap 4 mana to play Tifa, Martial Artist.
Oh god.
Tifa is a 4/4 with melee, so whenever this creature attacks, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each opponent you attack this combat. Whenever one or more creatures you control with power 7 or greater deal combat damage to a player, untap all creatures you control. If it's the first combat phase, then you get an additional one.
I can't because it's on downtime mode.
We are going to tap 3 mana for a Dark Steel Plate. Okay. We will move the Lightning Greaves. First, we're going to move the Dark Steel Plate onto Tifa, then the Lightning Greaves.
Before that happens.
Before which one, I guess?
Before Tifa gets the Lightning Greaves.
Sure, okay. I do draw a card from the Hojo tree.
I am going to... Because I think I can do that. For some reason, spell table is being a pain.
Missy, come here. Come here, girl.
Let me see this. Scheme. Oh yeah, I can convoke. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna cast Lethal Scheme.
Wait,
I'm gonna... Hey.
Oh yeah.
it was in both decks? What?
No, she pinched it.
I have
Oh,
an
of course,
exile
yeah.
right now, so I can cast
Of course.
it. And then I'm gonna tap
Oh,
select.
that's fine. You no longer have access to protection magic.
Yeah. No more protection magic. But I do have Lethal Scheme, which I will convoke and destroy Tifa before she...
In response, I'm going to cast Ultimate Magic Holy. Permanents you control gain indestructible until end of turn. If this spell was cast from exile, it wasn't. Prevent all damage that will be dealt to you this turn.
Okay.
Okay, you tried.
Okay.
So-
SpongeBob.
Dang.
Okay. So we got some stuff. Right, we will move to combat, and I will send Bronze Guardian and Cloud your way, Emarra. And I will send Tifa your way, Nat. When this attacks, she's going to get +2/+2 until end of turn. So we'll just track that like this. So Tifa is currently a 6/6 indestructible person. Bronze Guardian is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5 double striker, and Cloud is 11 with lifelink and trample.
Does he have double strike?
Just trample and lifelink and boost.
Indestructible.
Yeah, and indestructible. Everything is indestructible.
Okay.
When I attack, because it is an attack trigger, I make 2 treasures, so that's going to pump up the Bronze Guardian by 2, so it's now 9/5, and I draw a card.
9/5.
For each equipped attacking creature, John, you'll draw 2.
Oh, draw 2. Sorry.
I will block Cloud with my 18/18.
Okay.
And then I will take 18 damage from the
From the Bronze Guardian.
monstrosity. Yes.
Okay. Cool. And I presume you're blocking Tifa now.
Yeah, I blocked with my hero.
Okay, but a creature with power 7 or greater did in fact deal combat damage to you, Emarra. So we're going again.
Yeah.
But before we move to, because how does this read? If this is first combat phase of your turn, there's an additional combat phase after this phase. So there's no main phase. There's just combat. Okay. So I guess we go again. We will do the same attacks as last time. Tifa now gets another +4. I'm going to get another 2 treasures and draw another 2. So get 5 treasures and draw 2 cards.
I only block one of them, so I guess I will just. Either way, I'm dead. So it doesn't really matter which one I block, and I can't do anything to them. So so you know what? I will just take both of them. They're not killing my Siegfried, famed swordsman. He's gonna live another day.
Okay.
I will not, though.
Second main. This got real punchy real quick.
It did.
Hey, I got to cast my Moogle or my Mog like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So I did the thing.
Yeah.
I like Mog.
I think I'm just going to pass the turn. I'm going to obviously discard a bunch. Actually, I'm going to tap 1 and play Zach Fair, who comes in with a +1/+1 counter. And then I'll just quickly decide which cards I want to keep. 2.
On your end step, I'll draw because you definitely don't.
I definitely.
Yeah, you said 4 damage. Has happened.
Four
Oh, I
damage.
needed to gain another 11 life, didn't I? So I'll get to 59. 1, 2,
This
3,
is so
4.
silly. I don't know. Auto equipment
5,
is just dangerous.
6, and
Mm-hmm.
it's fine.
Been playing Cassandra from Assassin's Creed.
I guess
and
so.
that card
I'm binning Ultimate Magic Meteor, Ash Barrens, Woodland Ridgeline, Austere Command, Evolving Wilds, Plains, Rampant Growth, and a Forest. Pass the turn.
Okay. Nissa,
Hard.
I need to play, girl. You gotta,
Oh.
you gotta move, girlfriend. I gotta play. Nissa.
Mommy, give me cuddles. Give me cuddles, please.
The bad man can't hurt you if there's a big cat in the way.
Yeah, that's true. Barbie,
Well,
come back
dog.
here.
That's a dog.
A dog, sorry. I wasn't actually looking. I assumed cat.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Nissa. Nissa, girl. Okay. First I'll start by tapping 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's a big spell.
I'll play Coveted Jewel.
I covet it.
So you'll take 2, and I'll gain 2.
Sure.
But more importantly, I'm going to draw 3 cards.
Oh, 3. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm looking for answers. If there are any.
I'm sure there are, but how many of them will actually?
Where
help
is
you?
Farewell right now?
I removed him.
Yeah. I didn't even check how close I was to that card. Unfortunately, resetting the game at that point wouldn't have helped anybody.
Okay, so there's only one thing giving Cloud hexproof.
I don't like how you're asking that question, but yeah, that is technically correct.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, 4. Cost 2 less because it's my second spell this turn. I'm gonna play Sublime Epiphany.
I have a response, but do what you're gonna do, I guess.
Well, if you have a response.
Well, you have to
Have
choose
to
your
choose
targets
it,
first.
yeah.
Oh. Return the whatever's giving hexproof the helm.
It does have Ward 2 because of the Bronze Guardian.
Okay, so Ward 2. And then create a token. I can't do that. Target player draws a card. I would choose me.
Okay, in response, I'm going to tap these 2 creatures and use 2 treasures to convoke out Clever Concealment, phasing out all of my non-land permanents, except for my treasures.
Okay.
So many answers.
I did just draw 11 cards.
Yeah.
I will draw a card. Well, dang.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You will lose 2 life. Not that that's gonna do anything.
It does something.
It does do
Don't
something.
forget that you gain 2 life as well.
Yeah, and that is 4
That's
damage.
the important. That's the important thing.
I did in fact gain 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I just have to pass.
Alrighty. Let's untap. And then I'll draw for turn. We will play this Mossfire Valley as land for turn. And you are on 32 life.
Yes.
Currently, I've got 11, 15, and then 16, 17, 18, 20, 21. I counted it all wrong. 4 and 11, and then the Bronze Guardian is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 double striker currently. Can I get through? I think so. Alright, I'm going to start off by playing this Conqueror's Flail. And then I am going to move that over to Cloud as my free equip from Professor Hojo. It's going to draw me a card. And then I will also pay 1 for an Explorer Scope. That then makes Bronze Guardian a 9/5 with double strike. Right, okay, cool. We will then move to the punches. Actually, before we move to the punches, I may as well get the most out of this and equip this with the Explorer Scope. And then move to punches. So I'm coming in with Cloud, who is much larger now because of the Conqueror's Flail, Bronze Guardian, and Tifa, who will get a +1/+1 counter. Cloud is now gets an additional +1/+1 for each color among permanents you control, so it's getting another +3. So Cloud is now a 14. 13 with Trample and Lifelink. Bronze Guardian, I'll make the 2 treasures now before I forget. Going to 3, because that's how maths works. So Bronze Guardian is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 5 double strike, and Tifa is a 5/5.
Does Bronze Guardian count itself?
Yes, it does.
I will just die.
Yeah. I was going to say, when you also need to draw some cards, but
I do, but she died.
she
Woo!
died. Damn it, Cloud!
Victorious.
I know, as it should be.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for that game, folks. I think I know that I got really scary towards the end. Well, at the end there. But I think all of the decks were doing scary stuff, like at points. I think these are really good precons.
I like how resilient Mog was.
Yeah, the Mog card is sick.
Fun with that.
I really like Ishtola as well. Like, I think if you were left alone a little bit longer, you would have definitely accelerated quite a lot. But
yeah, I think just because she got removed so much too, like I couldn't do anything for once she was killed like 3 times. It was like, okay, it cost me 10 mana to bring her out now. So
yeah, she's kind of key to your game plan as well. So that was rough. But Martin, you were real scary real quick. So scary.
That leap out of the gates was insane.
Yeah.
I've never played a deck where it's jumped so quickly off the line.
Yeah, right. Well,
5/5 with Vigilance for 4 mana that does stacksy things.
Yeah. Grateful Apparition was just sticking around forever. Anyway, folks, before we sign out for the evening, Emarra, do you want to tell the folks at home where they can find you? And then Natalie and Martin, you probably have some stuff as well. Also, put your links in the chat.
I'm Emarra, Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. I am one of your Final Fantasy ambassadors. I love Final Fantasy. You can find me over on twitch.tv/Goddess of Blunder, where I play Magic with my Bird app friends like once a week, and then we play Magic Online and Magic Arena and do all the other video gaming things when I feel like it. Because I've been playing like 4 different Final Fantasies at the same time, because that's really super smart.
That's a super smart thing to do. I did 7 and 8 at the same time, and 5 on my phone as well. But
I've been doing 7. I've been doing 7, 13, 15, and 16. I'll get them all done at some point. But thank you very much for having me. That was a blast. I'm glad I finally got to play these and I got to see what they do. And all memories.
And Nat.
I'm Nat. You can find me on your platform of choice at Giraffa Nat. I do Magic content along with other video game related content. I also cosplay. I will be in Vegas in a couple weeks. Fully enjoying the Final Fantasy set. Thanks for having me.
Very jealous, because there's some really cool like promos in there as well.
Yeah.
If anybody in Vegas wants to donate some of the promos, I will gladly take them. And Martin, are you doing any speedruns this week?
I am. Normally, I'm a chill variety streamer playing sim games, playing through a huge backlog game list that I've got. But this, not just this week, but for the next 2 months, I am taking on a speedrunning kick. I am learning to play Cuphead and preparing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Rita's Rewind speedruns for submission to an event in September in the UK called UKSG, or UK Speedrunner Gathering. I'm hoping to get something in there, but we'll see. It'll be my first time attending the event, but yeah.
Nice. Well, next week for us, we will be doing our regular CEDH game. I have built a weirdo deck. I will show. Do I have it to hand? Where are you? somewhere amongst here, I have built a Squall deck.
Nice.
So we're gonna try.
Absolute
We're gonna
monster.
try.
I
Squall
love you
is
for it.
Squall is a Savine's reclamation in the command zone. I'm really excited to try this out. It's probably bad, but I don't care. Like, who cares? So that's next week, and we are joined by Ellie, who's in our community, and we are joined by Halbarad, who is another CEDH UK aficionado, and Haya from Playing with Power. So it's going to be a really cool game. Really excited. Don't miss out. If you have enjoyed any of these cards and these Precons, you can get your cards from Magic Madhouse in the UK and support the channel. I've put the link in. I know these are quite expensive, so don't feel obligated. Couldn't talk then. But if you are planning on and you do decide to use our link, then we get a little bit of a kickback. We can use that to basically buy better cameras, better functions on Restream, all of that stuff. Anything that goes in that way does go directly back into the stream. Another way that you can support us is through our Patreon, or if you are on Twitch, you can use an Amazon Prime free Twitch subscription or a paid Twitch subscription. Doing so puts you into the ranks of our quartermasters. Quartermasters are people who support us through these avenues, and they have access to a quartermaster only Discord, where I give section in our Discord, I should say, where they get giveaway entries, access to make up chat chaos redemptions, get the name added onto our end reel, loads of good stuff. We generally, if we have any ideas that we want to throw out, we approach the quartermasters first, so they get all of the knowledge that and all of the details before anybody else. And I feel like there was one last thing I wanted to say. Oh, yeah, of course. We're new to this YouTube stuff, so I'm forgetting this. If you're watching us on YouTube, like, subscribe, leave a comment, all of that good stuff. We are trying to stream on both platforms. We've obviously built a bit up on Twitch, but YouTube is really hard to build up on. If you like what you've seen, please do follow us. Please do leave a comment and like and all of that jazz. And it'll go a long way into letting YouTube know that you like this sort of stuff and that other people should check us out. And with that, we are going to call it. We're going to see if anybody is online to raid briefly on Twitch. I think Moldhound might be streaming, but I'm not sure.
Also, just a quick public service announcement. If you are looking for Final Fantasy stuff, you may have to search for quite a distance. I have been trying to find these Precons for the last 4 weeks and not found a retailer in the UK with any in stock.
Oh, wow. Oof, that is rough. Moldhound.
So, but I believe starter decks are still available widely, and so are booster boxes.
Yeah, I think so. And also, we should say before we go out, I understand this is an expensive set. I am hoping that in the next couple of weeks, the more products that is open, the prices will drop. The only reason why it's so expensive is because people have overhyped quite a lot of these cards because it's Final Fantasy. Like, if this was not a Final Fantasy set, it would not be this pricey. VV isn't going to be worth the value that he currently is. It's insane. Don't spend that much money on a single. That's insane. But right. Folks, we will see you next week. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you again to my wonderful guests and co-hosts, and we will see you then. Catch you later. Bye.